Yes, we'll get together.
It's all right. Take your time.
Golden sauce. Okay, let's start this over again. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the podcast, Double Aged Golden Sauce. Host Claudia and Julie.
Double-aged golden sauce. That's really good, Claudia.
Well, we're the same age.
Yeah. No, I think I'm older than you.
No, you're 73, I'm 73.
What's your birthday?
January 1st.
Oh, you're older than me. I'm July 11th.
See, I told you.
Okay.
Okay, so in either case, and it's double sauce because guess what? We're both saucy and we're two of a kind. So
That's true.
we are here to talk to you today and to get you started on what it is to be retired and what you have to look forward to. And we're going to talk a little bit about what retirement meant for us. But first of all, what is retirement?
Okay.
Retirement is leaving your occupation or your working that you've been doing for 40 years plus, and you're moving on to do something else.
Right.
And just because you retire doesn't mean that you've stopped being. So we're going to talk about what we've done in our retirement and how we've gone forward.
Okay.
So let's sit down and let's do that. Julie, why don't you pull up a chair?
Oh, I'm comfortable.
Oh, see, she does this to me all the time. I'm older, and I've got all kinds of problems. So, Julie, let me ask you a few questions. When did you retire?
I retired October the 19th, 2020.
Wow.
So I'm relatively new to retirement, actually.
Wow.
How about you?
I retired, let's see, I retired when I was 61, so it's been almost 12 years.
And how does it feel, 12 years compared to my 5?
Oh, it feels great.
See, you can have a nice
I retired actually because I had the opportunity to take a layoff.
Oh.
They were going to lay one of 2 administrators off, and I said the other administrator needed to keep working. I was in a position where I could retire because my husband, Jerry, was going to be taking his Air Force retirement about 5 months after I retired or took the layoff. So I said, okay. And I had unemployment and I had a retirement package that, I was going to get money because they laid me off. about 5 months worth. And I said, okay, I'm taking it. So I did. And it has been, I was able to go with my daughter to Europe.
She traveled.
Yeah, I traveled some. I started working on just things, my artwork, and doing things I wanted to do. Started dancing again.
So let me ask you a question that maybe a lot of retirees will encounter. So when you did retire, or before you retired, did you have anything set as far as plans on what you were going to do? A lot of people, like you say, a lot of the programs focus on your financial well-being at retirement, because now you don't have that weekly or bi-weekly or bi-monthly paycheck coming in. So you got to rely on resources. So what was your initial thought about retirement?
My initial thought about retirement was actually, I was somewhat sad because I was leaving friends and people I had known and a job that I kind of loved, but I also knew that I didn't get the promotion I wanted and probably never would. And I said, I'm done.
So she stuck it to him.
Yeah, I stuck it to him.
Yeah.
Isn't that age
discrimination?
Well, no. Kind of, sort of. Actually, it wasn't meant that way. And it's a long story, and I'll go into that some at a later
At a
date.
later date.
But I just decided that the person that needed the job, she was the breadwinner in the family, and she had a husband didn't make very much money, and she had a husband who didn't have any health insurance, and I said, I will.
She sacrificed
Yeah.
her position
Yeah.
to help some other. That's really
So I did the
beautiful.
right thing, and I said I need to stay. I need to leave and let her. Otherwise, they would have left her. Later on, they asked me to come back, and I said they had to be out of their minds. But so I had mixed feelings on it. And the day I left, there was almost 100 people saying goodbye to me at a party.
Oh, how beautiful
So
is
I was
that?
that really kind of took me by surprise. So I got done, and I was kind of trying to figure out what to do, but I left it open for the first year and a half. One, because Jerry had to continue working, and he wasn't he's younger than I am by a year and a half, so he wasn't
not
ready
too
to
bad.
retire. So I did my artwork. I learned some new programs on the computer. I did little things like that, took care of the dogs. I took my daughter to Ireland for her 30th birthday, and we just kind of hung out, learned a line dance. And I did, physical things and got involved with that. And I was involved with an organization that taught kids leadership. So I did that for a while too. And then I left that. But
You know what Claudia is telling you is that once you retire, that time that you have is not someone else's time to schedule. It's your time to
Right.
do what you want to do. And with the things that you inspire yourself to get involved with, sometimes that opens a door for your calling.
yes, it does. And it has opened over the years. It's been 12. Let's see, we've lived here since 2015, and here in Vegas. And and I retired a year and a half before that. So I had to, it's been a long, involved things. We worked at the USO when we were, after my husband retired, we moved here. Took us 3 days to move here. He retired on a Friday. We moved on a Tuesday. Got out of California. And a couple months later, he went back to work and as a professor at the local community college. But we also
Teaches astronomy.
yeah, he's a smart man. Don't tell him that. But we also worked at the USO because he is a retired Air Force guy, and we wanted to give back to the military. So we worked at the USO for several years and got to meet wonderful people and have some wonderful experiences. And then we left that, and he still continued doing that, and I kind of floated around. I went back to college, took some professional art classes, and for about 3.5 years. And then I worked on my art and did some things. I dabbled in owning my own business and kind of feeling my calling out.
Mm-hmm.
Now I think I have found it. This is part of my calling.
That's fascinating.
But the other part is that it's just taking care of other people. It's time for me to do that.
I think I've heard the term paying it forward. So with all the things that we have experienced, we want to pay it forward to see if we can help in any way so that life would be great for everyone as much as possible. But the main thing about retirement, we're not saying that everyone's going to be in the position that either Claudia or I are in, but sometimes you might have to get a part-time job to supplement your income for whatever reason. But at the same time, do not forget to enjoy the rest of your life, because I think that's real important.
It's real important.
You figure, oh my God, I can't do all that. I want to travel. I can't travel. I'd like to volunteer to do this, volunteer to do that. But we know not everybody's in that same position. But when you are at the age of retirement, or 70 plus, which we are.
Which we are.
I think it's important to do not immerse yourself on the worldly things or the financial things. Kind of immerse yourself in finding the joy of life.
Finding where you belong. Because you knew where you belonged when you were working. Mm-hmm. Once you retire, it's like, well, now what? Right?
Yeah.
So it takes a while.
2 words. One question, 2 words. Now what?
Now what? And it's really a point of being able to find what you are best at and what you want to do. And I dabble in all kinds of things. I have my artwork. I journal. I have a notebook that I call an everything book. It's just crazy. It's a mess. It's a messy everything book. And then I have a
faith. But guess what? Who cares?
Yeah,
it's your
it's
book.
My book. I have a faith journal that I write comments on what my faith is and how my spirituality. I make covers for notebooks. And I draw and I paint and I go visit. I'm involved, as Julie is, with a group of entertainers that we follow in Vegas, and we go to almost everything they do. And
it brings
big
us
fans.
joy.
And it brings us joy. And
tremendous amount of joy.
And we have found, but the funny thing is, there's a comment that my husband and I have, and it's, if you want to find friends, go to a bar. The way we met Julie was
it wasn't in a bar.
It was in a restaurant.
No. Don't let her give you that idea.
It was in a restaurant with a bar attached. But we, go out to restaurants, go where the people are, or there's an entertainer, singing at the bar. Do things that you wouldn't normally do. We have a wonderful place here called the Smith Center, and they have great shows, and there's great people, and you can just meet the kindest, nicest people by going out and getting out into the community upon which you live. And yes, we found some of our best friends at bars, my husband and I. That doesn't include Julie. I found her in an Italian restaurant. Yeah, you don't go to drink, you go to socialize. Thank you. So that's the whole point. Most people go to bars, they don't really actually drink, they go to talk. I mean, if you look at it, some of them go to gamble, and especially here in Vegas. But for the most part, they'll go and they'll meet the bartender, and they'll, talk to other people, and they chit chat at bars, and they actually come out with friends. And we've done that a lot, and we have a lot of friends that we have met that way.
One of the things to avoid when you retire is to seclude yourself within the 4 walls that surround you. I'll ask a girlfriend, "Oh, what are you doing tonight?" "Oh, just moping around." And I'd ask, "Oh, the 4 walls." And she goes, "Yeah." So to me, it's sad to hear that, because there's so much outside of those 4 walls. But you have to make the move to go outside of those 4 walls.
Correct.
And if you don't, then, you need to reevaluate where you are in life. And like Claudia and I are on the other end of the hill, so we're going to enjoy the ride. We're going to enjoy the ride.
I figure I have a lot of time. My mom died when she was 99. So I'm going to definitely be around for a while, as long as I stay healthy. So but that's still, I'm not going to give up on the things I want to do. I'm not going to turn my back on having a good time. I'm going to keep gaining on my friends and keep a close circle of them and enjoy what is there. Because if you forget to take care of yourself, 2 things you must do. You must be reliant on yourself, and you must take care of yourself.
And
You need to come first. Your obligation is in your retirement is to you and your happiness.
and part of the most important thing in your retirement is stay active.
Yes,
Stay active.
because
Join a gym. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, a lot of your insurance companies will cover gyms now, so really there's no excuse.
there was a lady that at the gym where I used to go that she was 85 years old and she could outwalk anybody around the track.
Wow.
And she power lifted. She was in really good condition. I have no idea what happened to her since, but she was amazing to watch come around the track because she was faster than anybody else. And she was 85 years old, and she had started when she was 80, and she had gotten to that point.
See, it took her 5 years to get around the track.
No, I
She
don't
started
think
at 80 and
so. No,
she's
she
85.
started working out at 80.
So, you have to laugh.
Yes, the biggest thing
Laughter is the best medicine for you.
and laugh at yourself.
Laugh
Be
at
funny. Enjoy.
yourself.
Just laugh at yourself, laugh at your mistakes, laugh at your inability to get around. Right now I'm hobbling around. My knee has decided that it's not going to work for me, and I'm hobbling around, and while it hurts, sometimes the only thing I can do is laugh at myself. So
Yeah. Hard to do, but just do it.
yeah, but
Just
just
do
do it.
Well, you think we need to say bye?
I think we need to say bye.
We hope we didn't bore you, but it was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of
My
fun.
bestie.
Yes. we will bring you more in the future. We will try and do one every couple of weeks.
And if
So-
you see this and you want to comment, please do, because it helps us discuss more in depth of things that might affect you. Or it doesn't matter if you're happy, if you're down, whatever mood you're in, but you want to
Yeah.
contact us. Sometimes just talking to someone helps. So maybe we'll have an answer for you.
Well, and,
Just never
and
know.
my only request is that you be nice to each other.
Now, if you're not nice, you'll hear about
Yes,
that.
you will definitely hear about it. Cause
And we might even broadcast it. You don't want that.
We don't.
You
We're
want
not
that.
very nice to unnice people.
So be good to yourself
Yes,
and enjoy life.
and have a good day.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Take care.